A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, and the diaspora, and elsewhere, friends all. Between what's happening in Georgetown, Guyana, we all have differences between the East Indian descendant and the African descendant. Why it have to be like this? Over a hypocrite by the name of Chetty Jagan and Bonham. Why? Indian and black people were living so nice, like brothers and sisters, uncle, auntie. And if a black child was misbehaving, an Indian family, woman or man, could have stopped them and managed them, and nothing come out of it because the parents understand, vice versa. The black do the same. But since coming to the 1940s, when the hypocrite Chetty Jagan returned to Guyana, and then he introduced his white wife as Janetti, but not Sati or Indrani, everything changed. But I'm not going to get into that. A man appetite, whatever he wants, that's his personal problem. But Guyana is not India. It's not Africa. It's an Amerindian country. And once you African descendant get that clear, an Indian, then we could unite and make the country a paradise, a stepping stone for the future. But if we can continue with this nonsense, then we have a problem. Why the Portuguese don't claim that? Or the Chinese? Because the Amerindian is there and the mixed race. The problem, the Portuguese and the Chinese, let's go fair. The Amerindian, the owner of the land. The mixed race have no complaint because that's not their fault. But why the black and the Indian claiming Africa and India, but do not open up the door to the people? That's one. The Portuguese don't talk about it, nor the Chinese. Why you two illiterate fools using India and Africa when you're in another man's country? Every black man who's educated said the white man exploit you. He rob you. He slave you. You better go back into history and see who was the first slave owner. But he brought you into country because your ancestor back in the modern country called Africa, which was another name, but the European called it Africa. I want you to understand clearly. Your great ancestors in Africa sold your family, your great-great-grandparents to the European because they was undesirable, troublemakers. And they get rid of them instead of killing them. Today you are in the Americas, the Caribbean, Fiji Island. You are all in Brazil, and you are saying what the white man do to you. Are you aware of his history? Do you know what the white man went through? You went through 10% what he went through. Take it from me. Education means a lot, but depends upon who is your professor or your teacher. Think of it. Today, whether you were ruled by French, Dutch, English, or others, you still wear the three-piece suit. You still play the guitar, blow the saxophone. You still drive in cars and fly in planes. But you cannot explain all these things had a price to pay. The European was slave more than you in their own country, friends. But you know something? Their ancestor did not sold them to your ancestor. Your ancestor sold your ancestor to them. Think of it. Today, you are the one who is inheriting places don't belong to you. And you are the one who turned back and exploit the native of those effing country more than what happened to you with the white man in Africa or India. The indigenous people, as we call them, Amerindian. We call them Arawak Indian. We call them Buckman and Buckwoman. But you Indian bastards from India, You think you're better than everybody. And you blacks, the great-grandchildren of slavery, you always condemn the European as the white man slave you. Today we are more slave than in the past. We pay taxes. Everything we buy now we pay tax. You think of it. We pay for water. We pay for our rent. We pay for light. And we could hardly make it. Some of us got to do 2, 3 jobs. Isn't that slavery? You bastards better wake up. That's why I said the wise will rule the fools and the stupid people. I heard many people in Guyana been saying, the blacks, the coolie installed government. Let it be known to you, the black man was installed by the CIA and the American government by the help of a Portuguese man named Guyana. All right? Peter Guyana. Right, Mansour? Indians, you are very ungrateful. You forget who stand at your corner. And you look upon the color of your skin. And let it be known to you Indians in Guyana and the Caribbean. Denounce India. The Indian people of today have nothing to do with you, but denounce modern India today, but have nothing to do with the citizenry because they have nothing to do with it. Because India supports Venezuela against Guyana. You know, in 60% of taken away. But you're all singing and dancing coolie song and talking shit. Why don't you all go back to India? Is it because Mr. Ali is a Muslim and the Hindu Prime Minister in India is a Hindu? Is this bullshit come out of the boundary of India? Brothers help brothers, my friend. If neighbors help neighbors. But when Mr. Nudi of India can support Venezuela against Guyana, where you Indian like men like Ravi, they're talking about India. Stop the bullshit! If not, you will have to go back there. If they don't accept the Pakistanis because of religion, and they're all Indian. Pakistani was Indian too. Pakistan was India. You have to divide it. Then you got Sri Lanka. You got many others because they can't agree. You coolie people, you Indian, y'all can't agree with your own. How you can agree with other people who's not one of you? Y'all are the most corrupt, covetous, and vindictive bastards on the face of the earth. Y'all are no different from the Jewish people, fighting for land and money. But you Indian, I think if y'all was mixing with the Jews would have got problem with y'all, because y'all might have sell them and they don't even know. Because y'all pull up people surveying poll, driving courthouse, judge, magistrate, police, especially in Guyana. The black ignorant police officer taking your money to lock up innocent people, write fictitious charge, and a corrupt magistrate, a black, and judge do the same. But you believe in God. Let me tell you all something. I got black in me and Indian. I am coming to Guyana. Y'all could kill me. I'll wake up in your effing bedroom. Y'all won't like it. Eh? You see the exorcist? They ain't got no priest will quiet me. I'm telling you. Because y'all are wicked, treacherous, devious, corrupt, and covetous, and vindictive. And racial too, you black bastards. In Guyana and out of Africa. Stop it. Whatever happened in the past, remain in the past. You are the inheritance of everything. You rule Jamaica, the whole Caribbean. Where are the Arawak Indians? The Bok people. But y'all talk about Africa, but look what y'all are doing. You rule Guyana. A black man by the name of Burnham, I won't say leader, take away the people land that was reserved to them. But you Indian, between you and the Jews, I think you all will defeat the Jews economically. Y'all are Judas and Peter, the man who said he didn't know Jesus. That's why they hang him upside down. And the Judas who hang himself with rope. That's your trademark. Y'all may not like it, but every crime that was committed between you Indians shall answer, your children will answer it. And you know who said it? The man who Judas, your cousin, betrayed Jesus. He says, your children shall answer the call. I know some black people in Guyana talking about the installed coolie government. And I'm tired of letting them know every government in Guyana was installed. Even in the Caribbean, America is the master in this hemisphere. And they get what they want. But from Mexico to Argentina is a different ball game because of population. And you in the Caribbean, you don't have much population and you're living on a piece of rock. Guyana got 300 or something islands, some bigger than where we are, some of you are living. But I'm nothing against it, eh? Stop talking about white man enslave you when your ancestor was the first slave owner in the world. Read your Bible, man. Read the Holy Quran. And then again, if Jesus was black Israel, who killed him? And another black man named Simon helped him. But Jesus wasn't dead. He was not on the cross. Was Simon take his place? Listen to his parable. When he went up the mountain with the 12 hypocrites. Judas as an Indian, Peter as an Indian, and Matthew, and the rest. Listen to what Jesus says when he went up the mountain. Father, prepare me a body, and take the cup that runneth over, and let my day be done. And when he came down, he met the 12 hypocrites sleeping. He said, y'all couldn't wake up for 1 extra hour. Does that fit you, the black race and the Indian? Hypocrites? But you all read the Bible. You all read the Quran. You Muslims are shouting every day, Allahu Akbar. And then the Hindu to me, a Mata Pita to me, who? Why I concern who Allah ho, and who to me a Mata ho? Who the hell I concern by that? I ain't hold nobody, I ain't got the right to worry about that. All I have to do, live according to human standard. Help the less fortunate. Unite with my people. Help the poor and pull them along. But between the two major races in Guyana, and y'all don't like to hear it, Indian and black, they are more honorable, decent, humble black people than East Indian descent. But the only curse with you black people, you're all quick to fight, burn, even destroy your village where you live in, and tomorrow morning you will not have water or a supermarket. And you all are illiterate, uneducated. Wake up! Don't let the educated politicians lie to you, or the fly-by-night priests lie to you. Unite and make your life better. My good friend David Hines and many more, Mark Benscoff and others, they went through a lot. I crashed with Mr. David Hines in a car where he sprained his foot, I guess, coming from a meeting. But you Indian, stop fighting your brother, your sister. Your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law, go to the Obia man to get what don't belong to you. You Indian love iniquity. You love Obia. You love the voodoo man. I'm telling you straight. The Kalimite church. Where does it put you? You Obia man to get what he got. Where does it put you? You're going to die and leave it. Ask Mr. Ahmad Ali, Shaprat Ali, Belyasin Ali dead. All the Ali, the mad effing people. Last 3 baggers up, put a wall on my land. We can dead and leave it, but you know what happened? Respect. I couldn't, that is why I believe Venezuela might be right, claiming 60% of the country. If a colleague can put the wall on my land, and the court side with him, then Venezuela might be right. Isn't that true, Mr. Ali? President? You might call it treason, but it's treason with a bloody reason. If you Indian don't understand English. I love my country. I was born there. And by the way, Mr. Ali, you are young, and you got the young people behind you, and that's one of the greatest things. But don't only got them behind you flying flag. Take care of their needs. Give them land and money to build their dream house so they can take care of their family, man. Don't just walk and fly in a cloth. Guyanese, you are not Guyanese. You are Indian and Africans because you all are saying it steady. The Guyanese are the Amerindian, the 9 tribes. Followed by the mixed race. The Portuguese, the Chinese, the Indian and the Africans are not Guyanese. You hear the full name? Africano, Indiano, Portugalo, Chino. How that sound to you? If we are Guyanese, we are all Guyanese. And for those corrupt magistrates and judges that lock up innocent people. Police that write fictitious charge. Beat people naked as they burn. May your children eat the shit that comes from their ass. I am telling you. So, Mr. Ali, you're a young man. You got them behind you flying flag. But are they eat? They got a house. They got good medical facilities. I want to find out from the black population, why out of every 10 Indians go to the hospital where you all are the majority, nurses and caretakers. 7 and 8 does die in childbirth. But since I speak, is 1 or 2 passing through. Is this genocide? I want to know. If you all want to annihilate the Indian population so the black population can be up, tell me. I'm a mixed race. I got your black blood in me and Indian blood. I don't take side. Okay? And many people calling me and hanging up. We want to get rid of the Guyana government, the installed government, Mr. Karaya. We want to join us. And they hang up. They're calling from an unknown number. So they catch me off bounce. Now let me make it clear to all of you. This president in Guyana, Mr. Imran Ali, or Amran Ali, whatever Ali, nobody will overthrow him. He will be there as long as the people of Guyana want him. He's doing what is right. But he extended so much, you cannot see it. Yes, trillions of dollars are there for bridges and roads. I think he should go half. House come first. People cannot live on roads and bridges. And you call them squatters. And I will be honest, Indians are the most corrupt people in Guyana. Covetous, vindictive, spiteful. I don't know what name for this cancer. And you black people, don't think I leave you. And by the way, an Indian are very covetous. They kill their own. They go to the Obiaman and the Kalimai church to hurt one another. They're very jealous, spiteful, and ungrateful. But you black people. And I don't mean all of you on both sides, you know, so don't take it wrong. Let's be honest here. You're very racial, vindictive, and very ignorant. You're ready to go in an uproar to fight, burn, and loot. I want to ask Mr. Biko or Biko or Tobacco. He said in one of his things that black people never do. If it's him, if I remember right, forgive me, brother. I'm not against you. Black people didn't do nobody nothing. When the Baka's son was murdered by a black police officer, did y'all went to the police station that he come from and burn it down and beat them? No. Y'all went in an Indian village where the market was, beat and loot and burned them. And beat them up where an Indian woman claimed $3 million for lorry, bara, and roti. She should have been shot for her lioness. You don't amplify a situation. You try to bring it down to level. But I understand the cheap woman. She couldn't help it. Because she born vindictive, covetous. And as you know, between the Jews and the Indians, y'all are first cousins. Both of you love land and money. And both of you are very corrupt in your own way. But there are a lot of good Indians, like there are a lot of good Jewish people. Because the same nomination of Hindus you have in the Jewish faith. Okay? But let it be known to you. It's time for you all to stop this nonsense. Many black people are saying they install coolie government, all in America. But it's not the black man was installed to, Burnham. You call it a coalition. If the guy did not join with the help of the U.S., you know what would happen in Guyana? Y'all would have killed out all the Coolie people. Y'all rape and kill their women. That's why Desmond Hyde, an honorable leader, Burnham was a miserable bastard. Y'all may not like it. And guess what? I don't care one F. And if y'all don't like it, tell me where we can meet. I'm not afraid of the grave. We all have to go there one day. But if you take me before the time of the Lord, I shall appear in your bedroom. When your wife thinks it's you fucking her, it will be me, but she see your face. Or your daughter. You bastards. You better come off of this shit. I am only in this body. This don't mean shit to me. Okay? I came into this world for a reason and I will fulfill it. I have no friends and family when you're wrong. But we could negotiate a treat. But between the two major races, why y'all don't open up the door to Africa when you, the black man, was ruling? Burnham was helping the ANC economically. 500,000 US, he says. I only hope to God he was right, he was lying. And Barrett Jack Deal went to India and he found an auntie. But the one named Uncle Nudi, he was the uncle, but didn't accept Brother Ali, make him support Venezuela against Guyana. I'm asking questions, because a lot of you are bloody ignorant, stupid, and illiterate, and ready to use the law with ignorant black man, police, judge, and magistrate to lack of beat and kill. But your days are coming. Don't push it. Because America gets what America wants. I urge you, Mr. Ali, you're doing a good job. And you got a lot of square pegs in wrong hole. Ask Mansour, ask Max Mohammed, Vishnu Bandhu, and ask member of the WPA. I join every political party to bring about a change for humanity. Not for prosperity for me, for humanity. All right? You know what's the problem? There's a Calypsonian make a song, when you're dead and gone, and you're in the cemetery, and next man enjoying your wife and the money, think of it. So if you rob the people and you're dead, your wife young or she old, she's going to take another man, isn't somebody going to enjoy your money? But you're going to answer it to Allah, Bhagwan or God. I'm not saying you all are thieves. And I won't use a let, it's English language. But let it be known to you, Mr. Ali. Since knowing they're saying the Coolie installed Coolie government, and they forget that the black government was installed, we want a national front government. We don't need the PNC and PPP. And we don't need the UF. Because the UF joined with PPP, now they're joined with you. We need a national front government. But we don't need a black man or woman to rule it, an Indian man or woman to rule it, a Portuguese or Chinese. We need an Amerindian, the native of the country, and form a national front government where everybody will fit in. The people will get house, land, and money to build their house and get a salary every month. But they will have to live by unity. And we will open up the doors to Africa, Ghana, India, for the less fortunate, but we will make our law. It will not only be Black Lives Matters, all effing life matters. All right? And we can make Guyana the stepping stone for the coming of Christ or Muhammad, whoever. Nothing personal. So, Mr. Ali, I must congratulate you because you are doing good, but they cannot see because they got cataract. You spread out. And to be honest, I heard you was in America, in New York, the other day, a few days ago. And all the Indian hypocrites visit you who got a little money. Where was these bastards when men like Manzu was beaten and robbed by the PNC members, and they even take his gold ring off his finger. Dr. Gonraj Kumar had to run out, maybe live in Canada, I don't know. And many are in an apple house burned down and he died. The late Walter Rodney was murdered. Where were these hypocrites? A lot of them live in Queens. But let it be known to them, the curse of God of Bhagwan Almighty shall behold their children, because they're nothing but parasites. Where are them? I don't want to call them. Somebody send me a picture, a video with all of them. They come coming up to you like if you are God. You are not Allah, you're not Bhagwan, you're not Muhammad, you're not Krishna, you're not Ram. And most of all, you're not Bilal Muhammad that sung the Azan. So, but you're young, you have a good intention. I like how you're uniting the people raising flag. I want to see what's happening there. Unless all of them who raising the flag are hypocrites just waiting on the day the polling station. But every crime that was committed to an innocent man, woman, or child, from Burnham time to now and go forward, shall be reopened. You might run to Paris, we bring you back. You might run to Dubai, you will say goodbye when we're ready. You could go anyway, but I call upon the United States of America, the father of democracy and human rights around this hemisphere after World War II, signed by the Monroe Doctrine, cannot change. Know your friends, Joe Biden, America. Support what is right, and if your friends are wrong, oppose them. Replace them, like you do in Iraq, Iran, and many other countries along Central and South America and the Caribbean. We can live in peace, or you can blow up the wall and we die in pieces, because power have no boundary. So, my friend, on behalf of myself, Mr. Ali, you are doing what is right. But give land, bulldoze land to the people. The people need a salary every month, but they must unite together and make your law. Any humiliation of black man power is better than Indian power, take that family and send them back to Africa. If an Indian say Indian power is better than black power, send him back to India with his family. And for everyone that arrives, bring 10 innocent members and family into Guyana. And stop blaming the trade slave and the white man. That the Bible begins with Adam and Eve, and it starts with slavery. And stop telling people if you're a black person, Jesus black, Muhammad black, Eve black, Adam black. Well, if you're black, I was very effing destructive. That's why it's time for change. I will be shamed. Born a pure black person and boasting that we black people so great, and Jesus was black and we kill him. The white man wasn't there, okay? The European, as you call white man, the Chinese wasn't there, okay? And them who call themselves in East Indian, they wasn't there. Same Jesus black, Muhammad black, Eve black, and Adam black, and everything black. Why y'all are not ahead of the game? That means y'all were bad. And God take it and give it to a lighter skinned person to deal with you. Show me which other country in your black nation around Africa that accept you. South Africa accept Mugabe people, but they were raped by the black police and even killed. According to information is alleged. Show me what part of India rule when India turned their back on the people who was getting chased out of Burma next door to them, and not even take one from Idi Amin country, and you're calling yourself Indian. You are the most wickedest set of people on this face of this earth. You don't like your mother, your brother, your father, and your children. You don't like your in-laws. How the hell you would like a white man, a Chinese man, and a black man? Tell me, as we say, black man and African. Tell me, but you have good amongst every race. I call upon all of you through the name of God Almighty to unite. Let's join hands in solidarity with South Africa against what Netanyahu is doing in Israel to innocent people. We condemn if it was Hamas and not Jews putting on masks, killed people on the 7th of October. We condemn it. But we also must condemn the invaders, the occupiers who bulldozing people's houses, killing them, and shooting them down in their masks. We don't have cataract, Netanyahu. We are not Ray Charles, and we are not Stevie Wonder, but yet he see the rain coming down. My friends, I would like to say something, but I have thinking about it. Just bear with me 1 second. The Bible, if you Jewish people are the voice of God and Jesus is a Jew, he says, do unto others as you will like them do unto you. But treat your neighbors the way you would like them to treat you. So if you're killing them, what do you want them to do? Give you milk and honey? Netanyahu? Come on. If I can return history and rewrite it, I would have rather you all been in Guyana to deal with the corrupt Indian and the ignorant black people. Because I know y'all would have been developing Guyana, but then y'all would have got the oil, the gold, and the diamond, and America would have got to kneel down and beg you. Because y'all not different from the Indian when dealing with these things. Because y'all are all about money. Think of it. And land. No hard feelings. There's a lot of good Jewish people out there like Indians and blacks. And then if the Bible is truth in the Quran, and Abraham is your great-great-grandfather, then my dear God, we got problem. Abraham raped Sarah and say he lied. His wife tell him to have sex with the slave. What nonsense I hear in here. I would like to have a stupid wife like that. I would have the most youngest, beautiful servant in my kitchen and let my ignorant wife let me go to bed with her. My wife will be asking to be in the yard. I don't buy that nonsense. He raped the bloody woman. That's why from that day the courts live on till now. One says shalom, one says salam. And the whole world is an alarm because of shalom and salam. So you Jews better wake up. Okay? And then that's not all. Abraham put the woman on a donkey or a camel, which look alike by the only a hop on the back, and chased her into the wilderness. She could have been raped and killed by people who kidnapping people and selling them as slaves. And you're talking, but you all are the chosen people. You all are the reject of the rest. And I have no apology to that. But you have good Jewish people. Every nation have good and bad. So, Mr. Ali, let's get back to you and your business. You walk and shake hands with the people, raising all these flags, singing songs. I hope they are genuine. But let's form a national front government. If we have the PPP, you can hear a coolie government. And if we have PNC, you can hear a black man government. It's time to put an end to it if I love peace and unite. A national front government where the owner of the land, an Amerindian man and woman, must be the head. Administrate by the rest. Constitution must stay. Any minister use the law of the land to deny a man or woman, justice must be executed. Okay? Any judge use their position, if they are black and use party policy to deny another race justice, must be executed. Same goes to the Indian. If you do that to a black. Because Guyana is an Amerindian country, like India is an Indian country. And Africa is an African country, nations. And China is a Chinese nation. Can any one of you go to heaven and take away Muhammad or Jesus' spot? May God curse the womb we all come from, if you think. And every crime that was committed against innocent man and woman shall be resurfaced like Jesus rise from the dead. Y'all won't like it? All you corrupt police who take in bribe and write fictitious charges, locking up innocent people. If you have children, may they suffer because of you. Take it from me. And if you're a woman and you're in position like the one that strip a man at the Mary Airport naked and beat him and didn't give him medical, may your crotch rotten and nothing to make the scent go down. And if you have daughters, the same goes to them and your children. Colon cancer, you effing hypocrites. And Ramzatan, you will eat the shit that cometh from your ass like Nagamoto. Just wait. Look at his mouth. Ask people who know me. I am telling you. Ask the Alice Nixon family at Lat 38 Bagastong. Before Burnham died 3 days, what happened? I was there in Guyana. Alice is her name. She had a little cake shop selling pone, Marby, soda. Lat 38 Bagastong. Go and find out. She had a big photograph of Burnham. She's a black woman from the East Coast, live in Bagastong. Nice family. So I was there. I was talking to her. And she said to me, George, you see my president? A great man. I look at Burnham and I said, Alice Nixon. What is great about him? She said, he's one of the best. I says, okay, I call her son, Neville Nixon. I says, go over to that Indian store and buy me a bottle of wine. Because they sell Caraya gunboat, a red wine. And when they bring it, I open it. I give Alice a little, and who was there? I said, drink to Burnham. And when she finished drink, I throw some. I said, in 3 days he will die. God answered my prayer. I went to Florida the following day. When I arrived, I get a message, Lyndon Sampson Fars Burnham died. But I will give you the mystery. I still didn't believe he died. He threatened Ronald Reagan after the fall of Archbishop of Grenada. I do believe he take a dead man from the Palms or the Mag and put him there, and he escaped to Mugabe country. Because there are still some young black boys I grew up with and their wives who was with Burnham. They are not in Guyana, they are not in America and Canada, but guess where they are? They are in Mugabe country. And according to information, it's alleged, after Mugabe chased the white people out, he had owned one of the place. And he was living there, so he had bodyguards from Guyana. But that's a story that needs to be investigated. My friends, why we cannot unite and live together, share our love, and help each other, instead of calling you black man, Indian, Kulib, Chinese, whatever, humiliation, and talk about slavery when we were not there in slavery. But we slaved the Amerindian people in Guyana, take their land, F their women, breed them, and don't even give them justice. Is that fair, Mr. Ali? You're holding the Quran, next week is fasting. Answer it and set the Amerindian free. Because they are the people of the land. Maduro cannot put them out from there. But it seems like Maduro is wiser than y'all. He said we take the Essequibo. Everybody on the Essequibo coast a citizen, whether you're green, yellow, or purple. But it's an Amerindian nation as much as Venezuela. And we have a right as a citizen to stand up to defend Guyana. But can we defend the effing country when you all are lying on us, locking us up, robbing us for land? Who we must represent, Mr. Ali? Come on, don't be a hypocrite, answer my question. Who must we represent? The man who rob us, jail us, lock us up and even kill us? Or the neighbor who want to rescue us? Think, you people. You want to kick my ass, but then when you're drowned in, I must save you, I push your ass down deeper. I am not Jesus. I would not save my enemy who will turn against me later. But I will not be ungrateful to the man who stretches hands to me, because I cannot live alone. So I call upon you, our black brothers and Indians, unite for a national front government. And every family deserves a salary. And every man and woman and child. You don't have a right to rent house. You need land to build house and money to build house, which is the responsibility of the people you put in parliament as minister, president, and government. Okay? And let it be known to you, the killer. Somebody got your name. Somebody know who you kill and who you kill for. I hope you know your days are going to answer soon. Stop killing for Indian businessmen or politicians. If any one of them offer you to do that, take my stupid advice. Invite the news and break it out, and go to the UN and the US or everybody and ask for political asylum. Because when you kill for them, they will find somebody to kill you before you call their name. Trust me. You will die by drive-by shooting, robbery, accident, poison, fire. That's how they do it. And you can't blame them because they don't want you to say, it was George Caray who tell you to kill Brindley Man. It was George Caray who tell you to nail Jesus on the cross. It was George Caray who tell you declare war on Prophet Muhammad. It was George Caray who tell you, let's fight for wealth in India with the Mahabharat war. That would happen. So they got to kill you quick because you're going to call their name. Someone told me the Bacchus family in Sussex Street, at the back of Princess Street, they was to kill Bacchus, but they killed his brother. And after the thing get out of hand, they killed him too. Because somebody called me, alleged, say they had done a lot for the ruling parties. So my friend, you stupid Indian and black people don't kill for politicians. Don't kill for black people, politician or Indian. Don't kill for Indian businessmen. Don't take bribe to jeopardize your future. Today you're a police officer. And everybody know who you are, who you take bribe to lock up. Right, Ramjadan? You bastards. I don't know why not them even associate with you and Agamutu. Y'all don't fit to be in government. And any minister that uses the law of the land to deny a man or a woman justice must be executed. Because you are not God. The Almighty leave us to enjoy life. And He will judge us when the time comes, provided we don't touch Him, but we can't see Him. But you all use the courthouse, the police in uniform, and others to do your nasty work. But some people rode up in a car the other day, called me, we were talking to Ryan. I like how you say for the air, you don't take side for nobody, some black people, I give you straight. I want to look like Buffy and Douglas. We want to get rid of the PPP government. And I said to them, no. The government was elected by the hands of the people and backed by the United States. We are not terrorists and we are not here to overthrow no government. Under no shape, size, or circumstances. And Guyana is not a black country or an Indian country. It's a Guyanese country. Wake up. But I call upon you, Ali, open up the door to Africa, where the black people came from, and India. And don't forget our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean that once stand at our corner. So all I can ask you is to do what is right in the name of Allah Ta'ala, because you're a Muslim. All right? And don't let nobody tell you what to do. Ask Allah to embed it into you and give you the vision what to do. I might be wrong, I'm not your enemy. But ask Mansour, Max Mahami, Vishnu Bandhu, the WPA. And I, after the late Walter Rodney, have drawn the biggest crown for David Granger by big market. So for you, think of it. But we don't need power. We want to live together. We want to see intermarriage. And everybody must love and share Guyana hospitality. Let's share the wealth and invite our brothers and sisters and unite. America gets what America wants. Ali, shukriya. Mr. Ramjatam, Ram, and Mr. Amri Norton, peace and goodwill be with you. God don't love hypocrites in no shape, size, and circumstances. Peace be unto all of you. Have a good day. I am your host, George Correa.